Hello everyone, Anthony from Johnny's MTG here. I'm going to go ahead and be playing some Arena today. Some people told me they would like to see some Arena gameplay. So we're going to start with a cheap mono white aggro build. I hope everyone's doing good today at whatever day this video decides to be uploaded. Let's see. Hopefully I don't start with 8 lands in my hand this time. Also, by the way, I am doing a voiceover, not I haven't figured out how to record and shoot video at the same time, so I'm trying to figure that out. Alright, so Legion's Landing. I love to always try to start with Legion's Landing, because then I get the token early. So then I have Legion's Landing and a 1/1 lifelink on the board. I love players that take like 6 months to make a move. It just drags, especially when they know they're losing and they're just timing it out. That, I mean, I think there should be some kind of report button for that, because it's just infuriates me. All right, Johnny's Pride Mate, my man, my boy. Oh, it's gonna take the damage, and then from here I see a cast down coming. I mean, it's pretty obvious. But I got History of Benalia in my hand, which is yeah, see, there it goes. I got History of Benalia in my hand. Next. Ooh, and I drew into another Legion's Landing, so once I evolved the first one. History of Benalia. Beautiful. I'll take deal 1, gain 1. And I'm expecting some more cast downs, some Vraska's Contempt. Get rid of History, but he doesn't actually have the mana to do it, so I was very happy. Then I get a Banalish Marshal on board, which is great because everything now gets +1/1. But more important, on my next turn when History pops, even my Marshal will gain +2 attack, and depending on what he has on the board, I'm just gonna swing. Interesting, he left 2 mana up. Obviously he has a counter or something. Yeah, there it is. Moment of Craving. Pop something because it goes -2, which is really good strategy. I also try to get the City's Blessing as early as possible, because see, my Sky Marcher gains flying when I have City's Blessing, and then I have the Sentry card that gets +3 when I have it. Oh, I knew that was coming. So I'm really glad I drew. Oh, and Pride of Conquerors is a +2/2 instead of a +1/1. You have it. And that is basically game at that point. My land transformed. I put a new land down. Anything he plays, I'm going to Conclave Tribunal it. So, I mean, this game is a good game. I mean, oh, also, see, I have City's Blessing now, so now, no matter what he summons, I can actually fly over it and just pop him, so. Alright, and if you're wondering about why is your rank so low if you're such a good player, well, one, I'm not a great player, but more importantly, I actually play around with a whole bunch of fun, dumb decks. As you'll see in my next video, I'm doing a Stompy green deck, but I don't have half the good cards needed for the deck, so I'm literally running it as best as I can, and it's not that great. Serena Angel. Alright. One more match for this video using this deck. Maybe 2 more matches, depending on how fast it goes. I don't like to necessarily... I don't love starting with only 2 mana, but I'd rather than get mana flooded. So, of course, Legion's Landing, turn 1. Love to have it. I'm not a huge fan of the Dauntless Bodyguard either. I just I run it because I think it's alright. Protection for the Benalia Marshal. See, now I'm really concerned because I still only have 2 and I have it drawn into another one. And I'm just trying to get as many cards on board as possible so that I can get City's Blessing now. So that's why I didn't attack. Well, also I would have been killed, but even then I still wouldn't have attacked. So I don't need him popping me with something. I'm not too familiar with the green-red combo. I know it's pretty good, but See, I need to keep creatures on board for Legion's Landing. So I'm just going to let him hit me for the 2 damage. Now, I did notice that he left his mana open, so now he's either going to summon something so he can block. Yeah. Spent it all for Gift of Paradise to gain 2 life, and it taps for any 2 mana, which is really nice. I got really lucky here drawing another Plains. And now Banallion Marshal helps, and Legion's Landing allows me to swing for a whole bunch of damage. And see, this is why I like Dauntless Bodyguard, protect him, because I already know that he's gonna have, I mean, he's running red, so he could have anything from Shock to Lightning Strike to Lava Coil, and now he has white in the deck too, so 3-color deck. I don't know how he's gonna win, but I mean, just our board states are completely different. But see, I saw the Lightning Strike coming, so I sack my Dauntless Bodyguard. Bam, he is good. I dare him to attack with his Thorn Lieutenant. Crush that thing so quick. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Do it. Be brave. Now, this is a play I think I messed up on. I don't think, I was thinking about it. It's like, do I Conclave that or do I wait? And I think I go ahead and do it anyways. Yeah, see, I'm really thinking about it. Yeah. To me, that was a bad play, because he's gonna get a token creature anyways, and it's just overall not a great wasn't a great play. Getting the Sky Marcher and the City's Landing though was really good to me. Yeah, you see I say oops there because I'm like, oh damn, I shouldn't have done that. Because his yeah, I would have swung with a couple different creatures and it would have stopped him. And I also normally don't attack with my Marshal. I don't know why I did that either. I don't want him ever to get tapped because there's too many cards that'll pop him for being tapped. Especially white cards, and he's got he's got the white mana on board, so I know he's got it. This was a really nice play. Bring out a 5/5, even if it's just 1. I was thinking like, oh, do I overswing? Do I just swing with everything? But then I realized it has lifelink, and I said, oh crap. So no matter what I swing with, he'll gain almost all of it back. It'll be worthless. And here comes the issue with the white mono, is if you get to the mid game, it's like so rough because you usually burn through all your. Excuse me, it's early. It's 10 a.m. Still yawning. Haven't had coffee yet. So, I forgot what I was even saying. That's my train of thought. Anyways. So yeah, I'm like, do I swing with everything? Oh, okay. So yeah, mono white. The reason I don't love it is in the mid game you run out of cards in your hand, and then you're like, ugh, I should not have attacked with Marshal here. I don't know why the hell I did that. I think I was just trying to pressure him into as much damage as possible, because I said, oh, I'm gonna get him down to 1. Oh, okay, that's why I did it, to sack. I sacked him and I kept him on board. Still got a lot of damage onto him. Still, I don't think it was worth it because, I mean, my Marshal's probably about to be killed. Like I said, oops, I attacked into it with lifelink. Flying, first strike, and lifelink. And other creatures get plus 1/1. And then other creatures get hexproof. That's such a good combo. I mean, at this point, I know I can't win. Everything has lifelink. Everything has flying. One of the creatures has, I mean, had I drew into Conclave Tribunal there, it would have been helpful. I would have been able to kick that thing off the board and swing with everything, probably for game. Yeah, definitely for game. But, yeah, I didn't have it there, so it is what it is. See, I really thought about, do I just swing with everything? He can block with 2, but I forgot, lifelink, so he gets all that back, or he would have lost this turn. So yeah, no attacks. I probably just should have swung with everything. Gave him my all there, because he's gonna win right here. I mean, I have 24 life, which is insane to think that I could lose this match, but 24 life don't mean jack. Fight with fire. Such a good card, especially used right. That card is disgusting. Yeah, getting rid of my... yeah. Getting rid of my Marshal was a big deal. Not that big of a deal because his creatures could stop those even if... But look, lifelink, he's already up to 14. I say, oh great, a Legion's Landing. Look, he attacked with everything, but brought himself back up to such a high number that I was like, oh, it doesn't even need to matter. Like, I'm gonna attack with 3 1/1 tokens and a 3/3. I was thinking the only thing that could almost win me that match this turn, it would have been close, but actually it would have won me the match, was had I drawn Pride of Conquerors. I think that's what the card's called. So like everything gets +2/2. That would have won me the match there, but I would have had top deck it, so So real quick to go over the deck. Version of the deck I run anyway, it's a cheap version, missing a couple key cards. I'm missing a History of Benalia. I'm missing the Adanto Vanguards, which are really helpful to this deck. So 4 Dauntless Bodyguards, 4 Healer Hawks, 4 Sky Marchers, 4 the Sentries, 4 Legion's Landing. What else? I guess when I was doing this video, I was trying to go slow, but so everyone could see the cards. But that's it. I mean, most people know the cards, so. And I'll go over my sideboard because I did a red sideboard for this deck to try to push a little more aggression. Yeah, you have 4 Ajani's Pride Mates, which you don't always run. I don't really think you need to. 2 Pride of Conquerors. 4 Banalish Marshals, very good card. 3/3 for 3, that's +1 to all of the creatures. Make a Stand, this isn't in the good version of the deck. I just put this in here because it gains +1 and indestructible to end of turn. 3 copies of History of Benalia. I need 4 copies. I just need another Mythic Wild card to pop up. Conclave Tribunal, 4 copies. Underrated card. Not enough people are using it. I mean, exile any permanent. I'm talking about, or any non-land permanent, but it still takes out Planeswalkers, which is super nice. Settle the Wreckage, just 1 copy. 2 Loxodons, convoking your weak creatures to go +1/1. Very helpful on like the Sentries, so they can at least be in the early game. They can be 1/4s. Very cool. And then 20 planes, and that's about it. So whenever my thing decides to scroll over, we're gonna talk about my sideboard here. A Boros Challenger, Banefire, Clifftop Retreats, 4 Risk Factors, a Response and Resurgence, Deafening Clarion, the Legion's Edge, and the Exemplar of Justice. Just a good mix of red-white. I don't know if there's necessarily enough red in there to be considered viable. You might need to add more. I'm not necessarily sure. Hello, YouTube. Anthony from Johnny's MTG here. I know, face cam. I'm going to go ahead and announce the winner for the first video, which was Guilds of Ravnica booster box opening. Congratulations to King Piloswine. I see you already mentioned here that you wanted a Doom Whisperer. You also said a Sinister Sabotage. So I'm going to message you, let me know what you'd like. Greatly appreciate it, and I can't wait for the next winner on the next video. Thanks. Have a great day.